Okay. And then we're going to try the other side. So we're going to take left ear, left shoulder. Just stay a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Don't rush the out breath. Slow it down. Inhale. And again, out. Last one. Inhale. And out. And then we're going to bring our head back up. And we'll go once to the right side. Take a breath in. Inhale. And exhale. The more you tell your shoulders to relax, the more the neck will open up. Just let gravity do the job. Allow the nose to move now towards the armpit. Looking down, you can just nod a couple of times. And then bring your head back up and we go over to the left side. So left ear, left shoulder. Take a breath or two. Take about 3 rounds. Oh, my neck is so tight. And then on your 3rd round, you're going to let your nose come down and then nod. Nodding softly, gently. We're just trying to get into that tight neck muscle. And then let your head come in the middle. And then take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and then press your head into your hands and push your hands into your head. There should be some activity or activation in the shoulders as you do this. Don't let it go into the neck. Draw the shoulder blades sort of slightly down your back without compressing them. And then again, remember those ribs I talked about, the sticking out ribs? You just pull them in a touch. Straight away, the energy of my sit bones changes and I find it centers them more. And then there's the ability to draw the navel in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep pressing up into the back of the hands and then draw the elbows to the ceiling while you release the neck. And then soften and then lift the chin and look up, almost like you're trying to do a cat and a cow. So we lift our chin, arch our spine, point our elbows to the ceiling. And then bring our chin down towards our chest and push the back of the head up, keeping the front ribs drawing towards the pelvis. And now just release the hand. And now again, let's roll the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And then let's shake out our hands and shake. Good. And shake, shake, shake. Maybe down low and down high and bring it up and up. And then with little circles, draw circles while you warm your wrists and almost like coming back to that flapping arms that we just did. So we're going to go again. We're going to take our arms up and down and up and down. And then once more, 3 times. And now let's change the plane in which our arms move. So if you go slightly diagonally and you're just going to go up and then down, just try it in a different area. 2 and 3. And then go straight forward in front. And we're going to go up and down. Can you make sure that you're breathing a full inhalation on the way up and a full exhalation on the way down? And everyone, Wendy, for you, just a little bit, not too far back, okay? And the rest of us are going to reach backwards as far as we can, reaching up and down, testing our range. We want to make sure that we can do all directions with the shoulders. And then we take ourselves into that mobility work. We're going to start with our right hand, your right. You're going to reach your arm across your body. Turn your palm, make your fingers and your arms very tight. Everything is activated. Start to take the palm up like a rainbow above your head. Go as far as your arm will allow. Remember, the arm is activated, and then once it hits that brick wall, and it won't go no more, or it's just fixed, then you're going to spin the palm around, and straight away the arm bone shifts in the socket, and suddenly the arm is free to keep going. Once it hits the bottom and is parallel to your side, start to lift the arm back as far as it'll go. It will be turning in, so don't panic. Then turn the palm out. So now the palm faces out and the whole arm spirals open, and then you're able to lift it up and over. It's really important to get that spiraling of the arm bone. Let's go a little bit again. Keep everything else fixed. Push the feet down. Up we go. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come back down. This is so nice for our shoulders. Reaching back. We reach back. Nice. And then spiral the palm so that the arm can be free to come round. Yes. Very nice. Last round. Going up, 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 up. And you might have a joint, a spot where you feel, oh, that's a little bit discomfort. Just give it space. Open it wider, soften it, just soften. Don't push into a deep pain. And then shake it out and just swing the arm. That's it. Feel the arm swinging in your socket. And then let's try the other side. Okay, so some of us have an arm that's good and the other arm is a healing arm. Not a bad arm, a healing arm. So you stroke the healing arm, the good arm. Say, I love you arm, you're fantastic. Now we're going to go to the other side. So again, love those muscles. Say, all you beautiful cells are functioning very well. Thank you. Just like you would to a naughty child. It's a positive affirmation, not negative attention you want to give it. Bad arm. You're hurting me. Bad arm. Wrong choice. Okay, so let's go. Up, 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 up. So we go to where it can. Then we take the whole arm bone, spin it in the socket, and then you just go around. You're trying to get it to line up behind you, as if you were next to a wall, but we can take space if the arm doesn't want to work. So returning, going backwards, we allow the arm to spiral. So don't go too high that it won't move. Just come out, give it a chance to spin, and then you come all the way back. And notice you want to keep that arm strong and straight. So now 2 more rounds. Inhale, we go up. Exhale, we come down. Inhale, we go up. Spin the arm. Exhale, we go down. Inhale, we go up. Exhale, we go down. And then inhale, we go back up. And exhale, we go down. Just pay attention when you reach back that your ribs are not turning, that you keep the rib cage nice and straight. And then, again, just let it swing. Let it be free. Okay? And then shake it out and then bring your hands to the top of your shoulders. My favorite of all times to roll my shoulders. I haven't had any shoulder injuries for a long time, touch wood. And just doing this yoga therapy has made a huge difference. Bearing in mind that I probably don't do as much handstands as I might have, which does make a difference. So we want to roll back our shoulders. And then we're going to step our legs a little bit wider. Keep pressing the feet down and then tap the elbows and open 3 times. Well, let's make it 5, 2, and 1. And then take one arm up and one arm down. And then come in the middle, kiss, and then slide one elbow up, one arm down. There's a slight stretch in the rib cage. Oh, I just had mine click really loudly. I bet you heard that. It was so loud. Okay, and then from there, we're just going to do these butterfly twists. And then just bring the arms out, and then bring the arms in. Bring the arms out and in, and then shake it out. Good. And we're going to take right shoulder over to the left, come back up, left shoulder over to the right, come back up. If you have a side that is sticky or tight, we're going to move 5 times dynamically between the chair. Figure out which side needs more attention. We all have a side that is worse than the other side. So I'm going to choose my left to my right, and I'm going to stay. You can choose whichever one it is that's for you, and then you're just going to reach forward. Is going to add to the stretch. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Maybe I take a cat and a cow in my stretch. And then I'm going to bring my arm in a little bit and then lift my torso. That's it. And then try the opposite side just to feel the difference. So this side for me is feeling much looser. Then I reach, I stretch, making sure that my shoulder feels secured by the muscles on the shoulder blade. Breathing in, breathing out. I bring my arm in a little bit first, and then use my core to lift my body. And then we'll go again. Left to right, open, close, open, close. Now I'm going to swipe my table clean, and then I'm going to reach right to left and swipe. And now let's do 10 of these. So it's 1. This is your cleaning core exercise. 2. So when you clean the coffee table or the dining room table, try to do it in a squat position and wipe clean. Yeah, sometimes you can infiltrate your shape into your cleaning at home. I know most of you might not have cleaners at this stage, and you're all still doing our cleaning, your own cleaning, but don't just be despondent. Know that it's an excuse to move. So as hard as it may be to do cleaning, it is good to move your body. But when you do it only always with one arm, you will create imbalance. So sometimes you've got to wipe with your right arm, and sometimes you're going to have to wipe with your left arm. Preferably one of each is best. So 2 cleaning cloths, double time, double cleaning. And you'll be done in quick. So then from there, arch your spine, round your spine. Don't you think sometimes I should just shush? You're very welcome to send me a message and just say, okay, be quiet. I'll try my best. And then we arch, doing cat and cow. It's the breast, the shoulders, the hips, the pelvic floor. Very nice. And then just march on the spot. March. Did you all feel this marching exercise that we did on Monday? So as we march, and obviously if you don't feel like being dynamic, you can do it like slow-mo, like for Taya and Ivan. It could be really slow, like almost like you're watching it in slow motion on your phone. And then that will make it also hard. So, but for the rest of us, we can go fast. So if you're trying to conserve energy, go slow-mo. Or if you want to burn energy, they're both going to burn energy. So don't worry. It's not you being lazy. Okay? So with just be careful of your lower back. So we're marching, and then maybe run on the spot. Can you run on the spot? Just watch your lower back that you're not sinking. Try to lift out of the lower back. Woo. Okay. And then just sit still for a second. Just let it all settle down. And just feel, what does it feel like? Breathing in. Breathing out. So for some of us who don't want to be lying down, a good good lower back exercise is to do cat and cow. This is really good for any back injury, any back spinal spasms or tightness. And then obviously the twisting is really good for lower back. So you can do that 2 or 3 times a day just to release it. Okay, so now let's take a twist. We should be a little warmed up, enough to do a little semi-twist. Turn to the side. Keep your knees facing forward. Plant it neatly underneath your, heels planted neatly underneath your knees. Nice and straight spine. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to prayer. And first we're going to twist towards away from the back of the chair. So we'll just go 1. So notice where it feels uncomfortable or sore. I've still got this pinching on my side, but I just want you to notice it. If it hurts, just go less. If it's just stiff, just keep going. Allow the knees to shift. It's fine. Don't fix your hips. Just let it be slightly fluid. And now pause. Now sit and fix the hips, fix the feet. Reach your arms up and then exhale, twist. Grab onto the chair, the back of the chair. Your front hand, the same side as your knees, is going to pull, and your back hand is going to push. But make sure that you're not leaning over to the front, side, or back. It's a straight spine. So the crown of the head is lengthening up. Front hand is pulling, back hand is pushing. Don't go to your deepest depths. Just soften and then come out. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, change. Inhale, stretch. Full breath. Exhale, navel to spine, twist. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. Now stay for a second. Breathe. Fill up. And then exhale, release that. Then hands onto the knees, lean forward, and then cat and cow. So go slow with soft cat and cows to start. Make sure it's not just the upper back moving, but that you're actually getting the lower back to round and curve at the same time. So the whole spine is involved. Chin can lift, so the top of the head lifts, and tuck your chin. You can then slide down for a moment on your elbows. Try to have a straight spine. Push your elbows down to lift your chest. Push your hands into prayer, and then round your spine and arch. So now it's a cat and a cow again. Does it feel good? Are you breathing? Or are you holding your breath? And then sit up. And then just lift your knees up and do a 360-degree turn to face the other side of the room. Okay, now I'm only joking. Just walk your way around and then go all the other way this way. Wouldn't it be fun if we had like spiraling office chairs? We could like spin. We'd lift our knees up and go whoosh. But it's maybe a little bit dangerous. Okay. So now we're here. So now again, reach our arms up, hands come to prayer. So find that nice tall spine stacked. Have a look, where is your head in space? How do you look? You look at yourself in the camera. So if you can see yourself, just peep. Make sure that your head is not forward, but pressing back. Imaginary wall, yes. And then just get those front ribs, tuck them in a little bit. This sticking out, they stick out, push them down. That's it, yes. And now we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then from there, reach your arms up. And then exhale, twist. Just arrive in the twist. Stay. Front hand is pulling, so the hands are the same as the knee. Back hand is pushing. Inhale, release it, stretch. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stretch. Now don't hold it. Just keep moving dynamically. Stretch. Twist. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. Now stay. Make sure that your head is on top of your shoulders, that your ribs are in, that you're pressing evenly into both sit bones, that you're not tilting over. And then take it from there. We're going to reach our arms up, and then hands come to the tops of your knees, and just lean forward just a little bit. Then you're going to arch. So you want to get that tailbone sticking out the back and round. And arch. And round, and arch, and round. And now bend your elbows and come down a little bit. This might already feel quite hard work. If it's too deep, I didn't say it before, but you can always put your blanket or your block under your elbows. So now from here, you're going to arch and round. A slightly more compressed version. Can you imagine air moving from your tailbone, sacrum, through the thoracic, your 12 bones, and then the neck muscles, and then out the top of your head. And then from there, come back up. And then slowly we're going to walk our way around to the front. Okay. So now take one leg out to your right. Keep the opposite leg nice and short. And then first of all, just lean forward. Do you feel a stretch like this? I don't know if you will feel a stretch. I'm just experimenting now. So my body weight, I'm pressing into my standing foot. Don't have it out too far, sort of in line with your hip. And the stretch should feel more in the front leg. If you feel nothing, sit back up and then take your hand out to the side. You're going to twist your spine just a little bit and then slide down the inside of the leg. You will feel the stretch quite quickly. So try to keep the rib cage telescopic, and there's a feeling from the belly button, so leaning backwards, trying to open. Last part is to stretch your hand out. Breathe in, breathe out, and then sit back up and change. Now bring the foot in, extend the leg of the other. Just be mindful if you hyperextend this leg, try to keep a little bend in the knee and the heel pressing down. Toes can be flat if you want. I like my toes always up. It's just me. But don't let the leg hyperextend. Hyperextend looks like it's bending backwards. We want to keep the knee joints integrated. So now again, lean forward into the right leg and press down, and then just lean till you feel a stretch. If you feel nothing, if you've got no stretch up the back body, then from there just breathing, coming back up, and then you're going to change, twist. So you twist to face the the bent leg, hand on the inside of the extended leg, still keeping that knee active, slide down and lean till you feel a stretch. Now you're going to feel more of a stretch, not only the back of the leg, but also in the spine. Let the hand press into the leg push into the hand. That's going to help you spiral that spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Soften your neck. And then from there, last part, stick the hand out. Forgot that bit. That's it. Don't go too far behind you. Be more shoulder height. So it's not behind you, but nice so you can see your thumb. That's it. Then come back up. Okay. And then just do cat and cow 2 or 3 times to free it up. And then if you want, you can do nice circles, circling. That's it. If you want to add more, depending on your spine and your back, you can also put your hands on your head, and then this is more of a core action. You have to breathe. Stretching forward. Imagine your elbows are on strings, and it's the elbows stretching forward. Think of that side stretches we did when we did the table cleaning. This is not that easy. You can always put your hands on your shoulders, and Joan and Wendy, if it's easier. Not sure, or even hands in prayer would work. Hands in prayer would be good because what it does is it broadens the chest and doesn't allow it to collapse. Oh, that was pretty hard, no? And then from there, take your hands to your head or your hands on your shoulders. And now we're going to do a twist. We're going to twist our right elbow towards our left knee. So you're going to twist. Just go little ones to start, just to wake it up, just to feel. 2, 3. Now the elbows don't have to touch the knee, but if you can get those hip flexors to lift up to the elbow and the elbow, but don't bend down to the knee. Yes, nice Sue, nice Joan, nice Taya, wow, strong. Good, Wendy. So it's twisting and hip flexors, so you're working these muscles here on the front of your body, because to lift a leg bone is hard work. Okay, I'm only going to start counting now. 1. That was just a warm-up. 2, try to keep it at shoulder height, straight across, like a T. 3, okay, you're nearly there. 4, halfway. 5, if you need to stop, you stop. 6, go slow, be kind. 7, feel your body. I love you, body. 8, are you exhaling? Shh. But Taya, don't breathe out the mouth because I don't want you to get dizzy. That was 9 or was that 10? 10! How nice. Okay, so let's just slow down for a moment and rest. So I keep touching my ear because I keep knocking the volume. So I keep turning it down. Not that I can hear anything, but reach my arms up, land my hands to prayer. Lean forward. Lean back. Take my arms into cactus. I forgot to do this. And round. And arch. And round. And arch. And round. And arch. Inhale, hands to the knee. Exhale, I bow. Halfway low lift. Coming back. And then we're going to take a twist. Twist. And change. Can you exhale? Inhale to a twist. And exhale back. And then press into the ground, reach your way all the way to the sky, and then hands to heart center. And again, arms up, so think being grateful for your amazing body. Exhale, cactus, squeeze it in. Inhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands to the knees, and then I bow down, round my spine, tuck my chin. Coming back out, I lift my shoulders, and now I'm going to return, but just midway. So look, my elbows are just slightly bent. Then I'm going to twist. I'm going to twist shoulder height, inhale. It's much less than we've been twisting. In fact, there's very little twist. And twist, and coming in, and then reach up all the way, and then bring my hands back to prayer. And then just tap once, twice, once, twice. So we're actually incorporating a little bit of core. And then from there, inhale, arms up, exhale, cactus. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Are you rocking on your sit bones? Inhale and exhale. And then last one, I think it's inhale. Inhale, hands to the knees. Sorry, I've got misplaced my mind. Lost it somewhere in translation. And then exhale, bow. Coming back up. Coming to a midway. So don't want your deepest variation. Inhale to shoulder height, look towards. So try to use the hand on the bottom shin and change. Inhale and change. And then coming up, core in. Arms up, hands to prayer, and then tap and tap. I'm not rounding to get there. My legs are doing the job. It's like a chair pose, literally. Just two of those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, hands to the knees. Exhale, I bow down. I'm sort of rounding, stretching the lower back. Coming back up. Exhale, return. Maybe go a little deeper now. So it's a little bit more like lying. My tummy's resting on my thighs pretty much. Now I go out to the side. I'm going to go a little higher, 3/4, and down. A little higher. My eyes always can track my thumb. See my thumb. Inhale up. Hands to prayer, and then just 2 taps. Just the legs doing the work. Woo! And then just pause a moment here. So we're going to move into blast off so that we can do that. And then then we can start our yoga. Then we actually start real yoga. Okay. So blast off with a block, blast off without a block, blast off with a towel, maybe blast off with a bolster. No, I'm only joking. A bolster would be way too wide. You wouldn't be able to move with the bolster between your legs. Okay, that was just a joke. Don't use the bolster. Okay. So hands opposite knees, and we're going to go 20. So my head is chopped off. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Remember when we used to do these? 8, and it was hard work. 7, 6, 5. Now they're mindless. Can you stay in the body? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Drop your arms. Take the block out. Just let your body settle for a second. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your leg slightly wide, as wide as your chair, and push your feet down and press your outer hips on. So by dropping the tailbone, when I bend my knees, just bend them a little bit. Feel how your outer hips turn on. Try it. Push into the feet, push your knees out, and feel the energy in the outer glutes turning on. And now we're going to move through that range. 1. You can just tap the chair. 2. If it's too deep, just go midway. 3. But keep pushing into the floor. Squeeze up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't let your chest cave down. Keep your chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Let's go again. Let's go. 10. Ooh. 9. Just slower action. 8. Opposite to with the block. 7. 6. My bum bounces off the chair. Squeeze up. 4. 3. Slow it down. 2. Make sure the weight is in your heels. And 1. And just go a quarter way. Not a quarter, a third. 2, 3. Push your knees out. Go a little deeper. Knees out. Heels down. Just above the chair. Hover. Hips back. Chest up. And then squeeze up and stand. And just march. Just lightly. So if you're feeling lightheaded, don't move. Just stand still and stay with your breath. If you're not feeling lightheaded, you can march. You also can sit. I just felt we've been sitting the whole morning already. So just to get your blood moving from top to bottom. Nice. So as you stand here, interlace your fingers behind your back. And then maybe just, or for some of us, we need a rope if our grip is too tight. We're going to just take our hands onto the strap. Okay. Am I in the picture? So I'm holding the strap first round, and I'm just working my shoulders into retraction. Does everybody own a strap, or is it stretch bands? Let me see what you've got. You've got a strap, yes. Taya's got a belt, okay. All right, I know Joan's got a strap, and I'm not sure about Lynette. I'll have to ask her. So work the shoulder blade tips together, and then think of the rib cage down. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. And then if you want, and you want more, you can even bend into half, but keep your knees bent, and then lift your arms away. So Wendy, providing there's no pull, if it feels good, just stay here. I don't think you need to fold. You stay upright. Okay, Wendy. This is technically moving into extension, so just be careful. So then from there, we want to feel. You don't have to go too far, but the rest of us working to stretch, we're trying to build some space in the front collarbone. Lift the heart, drop the ribs. If we're in our forward bend, we're lifting our hands off our legs. Breathing in. Now coming up, bend the knees, sit down in chair pose, lift the head, and then stand up. And then soften the elbows and bring the arms forward. And then just roll the shoulders. Good. Okay. Go easy. Don't force it. Remember, when you're in this position, don't have the arms in an internal rotation. Think of squeezing the arms into external rotation. Okay, but that's enough now. We're not going to go back there. We're going to take our arms up and down. So just to, sorry, I'm moving back so you can see me. So you're going to go up and then down. There's a slight tug on the strap. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 5 more. And 6. Oh, watch the strap doesn't smack you in the face. 7. 8. That's it. Remember to keep the little pinkies forward and the thumbs back. 9 and 10. That's going to protect the shoulder more. And now go up, and you're going to go over. You can even do it with a bent arm, guys. And up. So Wendy, you can just do leaning one side and then the other side. So you don't have to even stick your arms up. Okay, so we're going to go. So you want to feel the stretch. It's not the shoulders, it's the side body. Up, I stretch, Tadasana. And Joan, you can just slide your hands down the sides. Don't do too many. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. And then bring your arms down, hold your straps. So the shoulder injured lady, see how you go. You're going to lift it up, bring it down, and lift it up. So it's a combination of the two. Lift it up and down, lift it up. So one arm is up, one arm is down. That's it. That's it. And then for some of us, we can even lift it all the way up. But perhaps those with shoulder injuries can't do this, then you just leave that part out. You don't have to do it. Rather that you practice the shoulder mobility sequence while you do something, while something is happening that you can't do. You can do this 10 times a day throughout the day, and then the same on the other side. And then those that are still doing the first round, first what I showed, can stop and just do a couple of times what I'm doing now, which we did when we sat. Okay. And then, or just do it one side each. Get rid of your blocks. Let's set up for yoga. Okay. So what I thought was, we don't often practice. Let's turn the chairs around. Okay. And we're going to step one foot in line with the right leg of the chair and the other foot in line with the back leg of the chair. And you're in like a small triangle. Then you'll step the feet together and then you change to the other side. Okay? So your back foot is not facing straight forward. To help you balance, you turn it out to the top corner of your mat. So one foot is in line with the back foot is in line with the top corner of your mat. Step it in and change. Okay? And change. So we're shifting our body weight from side to side in a step format. Okay. Now, let's take a side, fix a side, push down into your feet and energize the legs. Can you feel how when you do that you can also squeeze your inner thighs and turn on the back glute? Squeeze it. So you shouldn't feel a torque in the knee. If you do, just turn the leg out a little bit or maybe step the foot in or out. Just make sure it feels comfortable. There should be no torque. Then take your hands forward and engage the arms. And then take your right arm. So first of all, it's my left leg that's in front and my right leg is back. If you're the opposite, it's fine. Just know that you're doing the opposite way with the arms. Your arms are straight. Don't let your arms come out of the sockets. Tuck them in, and now open up in a capital T. That's it. So that's a Pilates move to work into your thoracic opening with your hips facing forward. 2, and you look towards the back. Hold for 3. Breathing in, push into the legs, push down evenly, and don't let the hips open. Try to keep the hips facing forward if possible. And now bring the arms together. Let's try same, but on the opposite side. So now it's left arm spirals open, left leg is forward. Still hasn't changed. Legs haven't changed. 2 and 3. What's good about practicing this kind of turn, it's good for when we drive, right? Or when we're in a queue and we need to look at the back. So we learn how to be able to turn the upper torso. So now try this. Slide your hand down the barrel of your arm till it hits your chest, obviously minding the bust, and then use your hand into the ribs to look backwards. Yes? That's it, yeah. And then take your arm out. Have you had more of a torso change? Then bring the hand back to the chest, turn the ribs, turn the gaze, and then reach forward, and then just let's rest our arms a bit. Are your arms down? Lift your shoulders up, back, and down. 3 times. Okay, step the front foot to meet the back foot. So it's not a massive stance, nice and narrow. Now do the same thing. Step the right leg forward, left leg back, toes and knees are facing to the top corner of your left side of the mat. Push down into the legs and engage the legs, and then poke your back glute of that left leg. Poke the back butt. Squeeze it, lift it. Notice how the legs are solidifying, spine is lifted. Now take the hands back in front of you. press them into one another so they're active. Don't pull them out of the sockets. Pull them in. Lift the back of your head so that your chin pulls in and the neck is nice and long. So you're nice and straight. Okay? Now again, so we're going to go open the right hand slowly, reach to the back, coming back. 1. And then arms are stretched. 2. Arms engaged. And legs haven't forgotten to push down. 3. And then maybe stay there. Sorry, stay for a second. Stay. Ribs in, crown up. Can you see your thumb in your peripheral vision? Very nice. And then bringing the hands back. Now we try the other side. Always rest your arms if you need to. So it's left hand opens up. Keep pressing. Now watch what happens with the ribs. The ribs want to go with the hand. First, don't let them. Keep them facing square forward. Push into the legs. 2. Are you breathing? Inhale. And 3. And now, of course, now I forgot, you must stay there. Oh, no. Yeah, stay there for a second. Reach apart. Breathe. And now come back. Nearly done. Slide the hands. Am I doing the same side? Are we doing the same side? Just rest your arms. Are we doing the same side or are we doing the opposite side? I think I just did it the wrong way around. I think it's the same side. So this is the thing. You're going to go back to the right arm, open up. I think this is where I made a mistake. I started the wrong way around. That's it. So don't let the hand roll down, Joan. Can you turn the thumb up? Yes, there we go. So that the arm isn't rolling forward, but that the arm is reaching back. Careful, yeah. You can always go out a little bit to the side. There, yeah. That's it, there. And now take your hand to the barrel of the arm, slide down the chest. Here it is. And the chest opens up and we reach. That's where I made a mistake. I just got myself muddled. Nice, Wendy. That's it. Breathing in. Have you collapsed in the legs, in the hips? Can you square them? Then coming back. Hand bends, hand slides back, face forward, and then just put your arms down, step back, and roll the shoulders. Okay, so just massage the tops of the shoulders. Check in. This is your rotator cuff. Lift the shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze them together, and then take them down. Lift up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. So now, going back onto this position that we've just practiced, if you step your right foot forward and your left leg back, and you got your hands on your hips now, we're not doing shoulders now, and we're going to squeeze this back glute. So it's right leg forward, left leg back, and we hinge. We hinge, we hinge. Now you might feel an immense stretch in the back of your legs. If you're not, and you're very flexible and you've got no stretch, you would continue to hinge forward. Just remembering that you want to tuck the tailbone down to the back of the heel of the back foot and draw the navel up and in. There's a hinging in the hips, not the back. So if your hand is on a block on the chair, I want you to press down to lift the ribs, lift the heart. And then just bend your elbows to get deeper. So nothing is changing, just the angle of my hip joint is changing. If it's easy, you can even put your hands on the top of the chair. So it's kind of like a down dog, kind of, except for Joan and Wendy. Maybe that's not your best option. Keeping your hands underneath your shoulders is best. But for Suzanne, you can put your hands on the top of your chair, on the top. Yep. Nice. Taya. Okay. That's it. So can you squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and wake up the feeling in the back, inner heel, lifting the arch. Then hands go back to the block or the chair, lift up, hands to the hips, and then lift your weight of the front leg and line up. Think Tadasana, and then step the left leg forward, okay? Not too close. Make sure there's like a inner hip distance apart. Engage through the legs, hands on the hips, tailbone lengthen. Hinge forward. keeping the torso. I like to sometimes press my ribs towards each other as I hinge, and that helps me keep my spine lengthening in a nice flat back without curling. Don't let the weight of my head fall forward, rather bring my chin towards the back of my throat. So I'm not trying to give myself a double chin, but rather a double chin slightly so that I've got a long neck rather than jutting my chin forward and a short neck. And then find that space where you are. If your hands can go to the top of the chair, they do. Think down dog or prayer pose. Breathing in. Now, I didn't say it on the other side, but I'd like you to lift your kneecaps up and almost like you're hugging your heels in towards each other. You're not hanging. You're not hanging your top, shoulders rounding. Don't let the shoulders round. Squeeze the shoulder blade tips together and pull them away from your ears. They want to work towards the spine so that your heart is open. Yes, lovely, Wendy. That looks good. Okay. And then from there, you can move into down dog. Down dog on the chair is a little bit deeper than if it's on the chair, the back of the chair. So you can always do it on the back of the chair, normal down dog. But if you're not that person, you could always bend your knees, hang on to the back of the chair. Joan, can you bend your knees more and pull the tailbone out more? Yes. So it's less round. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. Nice, Wendy. That looks so straight. Very nice, Taya. Looking good. And Suzanne, very nice. Bend your knees a little bit more, Suzanne, and then lengthen that your tail, your kitty cat tail back. I bend my knees so much that my tummy actually rests on my legs. And then from there, rock up and then stand up with a straight back, looking up when you stand up. Lift the shoulders back and down. We'll pony the legs, and then we're going to sit down on the chair. We'll pony. Okay. And then just take your leg back in extension. Maybe you lift your arm up. Hand can come to the, for those that can't lift their arm up above their head, just put your hand on your lower back and you get this beautiful stretch. Otherwise, the rest of us can take a cobra action and then change. Then stand tall, mountain, and then take the opposite leg back, remembering hand onto the lower back, holding with the chair, leaning or taking your arm up or taking both arms up. Try to keep this body even. And then take it forward, coming down. Just draw your hips in a circle. Okay. And then slowly take a seat on your chair. So the pose I actually taught you today was Parshvottanasana, was pyramid pose. It's basically standing in with your legs in pyramid, and then you fold your whole body over. So a modified variation of pyramid pose, and then with practice, it would be to go all the way down to the ground so that you get this huge opening. But because we've run out of time and I want to do something else, I don't want the whole class to be about pyramid pose. So let's just stretch our outer hips, bring our knee into our chest, and just open and close the leg and land the ankle onto the opposite thigh. So if you're feeling a bit tight, open and close the leg, move it around. You won't break. Move your body. These are things you can do lying down flat on your back, especially if you've got backache. And then from there, you can just lean forward, stretch into that outer hip. Sometimes our back can hurt because our hamstrings are too tight, or we've been bending over too much without considering our lower back and supporting our front body. Sometimes it can be because we have emotional stress. So hold the leg up This is like a pigeon variation. So learn to pick up your leg. One day you might need to look at your toes or something. So just getting comfortable with it. You can just do open and close. That's it. Can you hold your toes? Can you hold with your peace fingers, your big toes? Can you hold it? And if you're not got any energy in the leg weighs a ton. So can you engage it a little bit? And then maybe you're going to hold it up half happy baby. So this is what we do when we're on the floor. Just watch that lower back, but you're not sinking. And you're also building some arm strength because you're learning to pick up a heavy leg. That's a lovely, Taya. So we want to work to strain. You don't have to go straight because if the hamstrings are tight, you might not go straight. But I just want to show you, even if you hold half the leg with the other arm, you'll see, oh, you've been doing this for a few weeks now with the straps. I'm just giving you an idea of what happens. Just try not to lean over. Try to lean up and go to a straight. My leg is not straight. It's bent, just so you can see. And then from there, I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to bounce it out. And then we try the other side. So bringing it in and out. And then open and close. Just getting into this hip. And then land the ankle or just past the quad. And then lean forward. As you lean forward, just open and close. That's it. And stay for a second. Try to activate the ankle. Because when we keep this ankle active, it protects the back of the knee. Can you soften? Can you lengthen the lower back? Can you draw the navel up and in? If it's feeling numb or there's no sensation, just give it a little massage. Like press into the stomach and stroke it. I know it's weird, but what it does is it's just the sensation is going to connect the mind to the body. Sometimes it's just numbed out. We just don't realize it. Okay. Now hold on to the foot. The same goes for if you've got lower back issues. Just massage it. Just feel the sensation in that area. Hold on to the foot. Sit up. So this might be enough already. Then pull the leg out. Hold the leg up. So maybe you're holding it like this initially, which I think we did first. Breathe. Breathe out. 2 peace fingers. Okay. And then let the leg float. Don't let it get heavy. Engage it. By engaging your outer hip, engaging your leg. It's not a fixed engagement, it's just toning to the bone. It becomes really light. If I let go, it pulls on my shoulders. If I squeeze up and hug to my midline, it's light. And then I can start to just gently push out through the heel. Don't rush. There's no rush to be straight. Doesn't matter if it's not straight. Try to keep that strength together in your body. Feel strength. And then bend and straighten, bend and straighten. My shoulder's not pulling out. If I'm pulling out of my socket, it's because I'm tight in my back body. Try to engage the back. Try to keep everything straight. Think cobra action. That's it. And then I'm not straight. My knees bent. I'm not rushing because this is just a stretch of the hamstring. What I want is the building strength for you. And then just bring it down. Good. And then take cat and cow. Cat and cow. And then for the rest of us, we're going to go down to the ground. And we're going to just get into a comfortable position. I wanted you to take for those that have a bolster, otherwise for those that have a rolled up towel or blanket. For those that have a bolster, you're going to lie with your pelvis on the blanket. If it's a rolled up towel, you're going to lie on your blanket. So we just basically focused on hamstrings today and a little bit of shoulder mobility. So if I'm on my bolster coming down, I want to make sure that I don't roll off. And if I'm on a rolled up blanket or towel, you can also, if you have a double mat, roll it over. So coming down, you want to be really careful, really mindful that you don't collapse. Another way in would be to lie down and then slide the bolster underneath. But you want to be close enough to your chair or use your legs to pull the chair in. So this should feel really comfortable. If you're on a bolster, you don't want a pillow behind your neck because you want to keep it safe. Unless, of course, some of you mentioned that you felt a bit dizzy and a bit sick. Those that are on the bolster, these bolsters are brand new, so they're a bit poofy. They will flatten with time and become more angular and square. They're just a bit dome-shaped and need to be used. So my advice is to sit on them or get the grandchildren to lie on them and flatten them out. But if you're feeling super dizzy, it might just be the angle at which your body and your heart is to your head. Then I advise to go to a rolled up towel and fold your way up to the height of the bolster. Okay, so you're on your bolster and you're going to just take your legs onto the chair. You're going to just take one leg up. Try to be heavy weighted in your pelvis on the bolster or the blanket. Breathing in, breathing out, and change. If you need something underneath your neck, instead of having it behind your head, roll it up and put it behind your neck to hold on to so that your neck is free from the floor. And then change. So we're going to just alternate leg to leg. The hamstring should feel nice and open up. That's it. And then maybe you put your feet on the chair and you're going to wiggle the bolster to a more comfortable position. But make sure chair is not going to move. It's got to be sticky. It's got to be on a mat, not a carpet, sticky mat. And then just allow your pelvis to lengthen the lower back, release the lower back into the floor, and then just stretch your legs up and onto the backing of the chair. And then just reach your arms wide. If you need more, I don't think we need more. I think we can just relax because we did a very mild, it wasn't a hectic practice. Only if there is the last pose, if someone wants, you can do. But this is like a bridge pose. I think this is enough. We're just going to settle into our bodies, relax. And then we can take the bolster out from our hips in a minute. If this is not comfortable for you, my lower back is feeling really supportive. I feel very cozy and I feel nourished and I feel, I can't think of the word I'm trying to find, soothed. So if you're feeling uncomfortable or agitated or restless, then it means that the bolster is it's either too high or it's not comfortable. You have to take it out and then lay on the floor or on a blanket. Don't stay in an uncomfortable, agitated position. It's not worth it. So once you've settled in, your shoulders relax, your palms curl, your eyes close, and you breathe in and out through the nose. And you stay here for maybe 2 to 5 minutes if possible. The reversing of the lymphatic system, the lymph system, and all that's happening is breathing. Maybe in your eyes, behind your eyelids, you can see a moving pattern. Perhaps you can see a mandala. If you're still experiencing dizziness, then my advice is to rather sit up in a meditative position if the head is spinning out. Just allow the whole body to relax. Is your breath deepening? So Taya, if you pull the bolster a little bit closer and the chair a little bit closer now and get your knees to bend 90 degrees. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, I see you've got super long legs. You might need to push the chair back a little bit. Just walk it back a touch with your feet. Yep. Now try. You've got long shins. How does that feel? Better? Yeah. That looks better as well. Okay. So breathe, relax, feeling the sensation of peace. Resonating with your breath as it vibrates through your body. Please stay for as long as you need. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, and I wish you all a wonderful, happy Wednesday. And I'm so pleased you're using your bolsters. Namaste.